Alright, Knights of Dragaria, welcome back to Brigandine, the Legend of Runersia. I'm your host, Veracity, and we are going to talk about Darian today.
And as usual, stay triggered. Pew pew.
Okay,
Pew.
Darian. He is a knight in the Republic of Gimol. Gimol. I always think I'm saying that right, but I'm probably saying that slightly wrong, so forgive me for that. But what I have him as is a level 30 Dark Knight. Now you could go to Paladin, you could do a different kind of class of knight, whatever, but I went down the dark road of the knight class. Ha ha ha. Yes. So you get a great sword here, get heavy armor, heavy helmet, and a ring. You can use all those to your advantage somehow. You get shield block with a Dark Knight. I think it's slightly better as a Paladin, but either way, 20% chance of blocking with a shield. Triggered, damage is reduced by half. It's really cool. Hit point recovery of B. 3% of max HP at the beginning of every turn. Now with 759 MP. That's the calculation you have to do, and that's still pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. Look at some basic stats here. 759 as a Dark Knight. Really nice. A really awesome 190 attack. Agility of 99. Love it. And, defense of 130. Pretty good. Rune growth of 4. Or command range of 4. Rune growth of B. Very, very solid guy. This is a solid tank. Just as good as Kayn. Maybe better than Kayn. I kind of want to say he might be a little better than Kayn. As far as I'm concerned. You'll have to test it out yourself. But, yeah, pretty good knight. What's his background like? General Male, 831, Dark Knight. This resilient and highly skilled Blackbird Knight is a member of the Barretts. Abducted from the autonomous region of Elmira as a child, he was trained to be docile and loyal soldier. The Blackbird unit is made up of Barret fighters and is a vital military asset to the Republic of Gimol. Unlike the other Barrett families, Darian exhibits exceptional musical talent. The melodies he performs on his velero are full of a gentle melancholy, feelings he bears for his people, and they resonate deeply with Eliza. So Eliza kind of has a thing for him, and you'll probably find it out. I don't want to spoil anything, but what do we have as a Dark Knight? I haven't really covered Dark Knights too much because it's usually just the Paladin, but I honestly think Darian is the perfect Dark Knight for this game. So you get Dark Slash, 140 power, seems a little bit higher than some other things, and I think 140 is, on average, a little bit higher than most other basic attacks. So, really good for a basic attack. I love it. Terror Impact, basically we're coming all the way back to the fighter class from the previous game, where you get a very bad negative accuracy modifier, minus 29. Very, very bad, but, the power is 180, so it's pretty good. So it's not too bad in that class, but you do have to be careful. Best thing to do for this is surround the enemy, get them chained, and then do Terror Impact, and then guarantee this hit. It doesn't cost you anything to do it, so you can keep doing as much as you want, but if you fail, then, well, you had to take the gamble, right? So there is another move. Basically, it's like the Killing Slash from the Lancer class. It's called Dark Storm. Deals major damage to all units within a 1 hex radius, and increases your attack and defense for a limited number of turns. Never misses. So this gives you a power spell for a limited number of turns and protect spell for a limited number of turns. It does cost you 100 MP to use. Not a lot of people think about using this because it is a pre-move and it does cost you 100 MP to do, but it will crank you up for your damage for next turn and crank up your offense and defense. It's amazing. A very, very underrated skill. Basically, it's a self-support skill as well as an attack, because the power is even better than a normal attack at 160. So do not forget about this. It does have 3 dark orbs associated with it when you do the attack too, so it's pretty cool. Now, on the other hand, if you didn't want to do that, this is another move that you can do that you get from the Knight class called Iron Aura. Increases your defense, basically a self-protect spell for 3 turns. Cheaper than Protect. It only costs you 30 MP over here. As you can see, only 30 MP. So it's very cheap. You can do this as an alternative to Dark Storm. If you don't have, and also if you don't have the MP for Dark Storm, you got Iron Aura. Now, you get kind of a zebra effect here with Dark Knights because you don't just like in a previous game, if you go from a unicorn to a nightmare, you lose all the heals, right? And you just gain dark spells. And here, you become a zebra. So you get to have curse as a dark knight, but you get to keep the heal, which is very strange. You should probably have like 1 white orb and 2 dark orbs, but I won't get into that whole argument there right now. I'm just going to say this is what it is. It is what it is, and that's what you get. You can curse, you can heal. You can make your choice in life as for how you want to live. You can curse people, or you can bless them. You can do one or the other with the Dark Knight. But yeah, you basically get one or the other options here. Now with Dark Knight, with intelligence of 100, yeah, curse is going to work pretty good. I'll be honest, it's going to work pretty good. But I would probably prefer, with the same power of curse as you have with Darkstorm, go with Darkstorm. It's just going to be better, unless you have no other way of reaching the enemy except for using a curse. Then use a curse. So there is some functionality here, but it really depends on how you're playing and where you're positioning with this guy. And I'd have to say, I have a lot of fun with this guy. A lot of fun with Darian. Darian is one of the absolute strongest knights in the game, hands down. Just is. He can go toe-to-toe with Rudo. Just telling you that right now. You want to know some guy that can do it? This guy right here. So that's all I got for Darian. I hope you enjoy. If you really love using this guy, frontlining him, whatever, who do you think is comparable to Darian? That's a comment that I would like to see. What do you think about that? Who is comparable to Darian? Who could kick his butt? Or who could be on par with him? Tell me in the comments down below. I'll respond later. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next Brigandine episode.